All right, let's talk about AI. Here's a question for you. What's the point of having this brilliant, incredible mind if it can't actually do anything? Today, we're going to look at the single biggest barrier that's holding AI back from taking real, concrete action. And, well, the surprisingly simple, elegant solution that could honestly change everything.
But before we can really wrap our heads around AI's future, we have to look at its present-day nightmare. And ironically, the best way to understand this really complex digital problem is to think about a very physical, very annoying frustration we've all had. I'm talking about cables.
Oh, you know exactly which one I mean. That drawer, just stuffed with a complete rat's nest of proprietary chargers. You've got a different plug for every old phone, every camera, every random gadget you've owned since what, 2005? It's a drawer of pure electronic chaos, where every single device speaks its own unique, totally incompatible language.
And this exact journey from that chaos to simplicity, that's the key. For our electronics, we found the solution, right? We got a single universal standard, USB-C, that cleaned up the whole mess and just worked. And that simple idea, it's right at the heart of the problem facing AI today.
And this is where it all connects. See, AI models are incredibly powerful, but getting them hooked up to real-world tools, your files, a database, a company app, is exactly like being stuck back in that tangled cable drawer. Every single connection is a custom-built, brittle, one-off job. It's this invisible wall that's holding back AI's true potential. So if AI is basically drowning in a sea of custom cables, how do we fix it? What would it actually take to create the AI equivalent of a USB-C port? Well, the answer is a new protocol that is already gaining some serious traction. And that solution is called MCP, which stands for the Model Context Protocol. Think of it as an open standard designed to be that universal plug-and-play connector we've been looking for. To put it simply, it's a common language that could let any AI agent talk to any tool instantly. This is the core idea, right here. Instead of developers having to build a unique translator for every single AI-to-tool connection, MCP gives them one shared language that they all understand, right out of the box. All that custom work, it just disappears. So what does this common language actually give us? Well, it lets an AI agent do more than just talk. It allows it to understand. An agent can just ask a tool, hey, what can you do? And get a structured, useful answer back. This means you get instant tool discovery, which basically turns every tool and service into a simple plug socket. No custom rewiring needed, ever. So, okay, we have a universal plug. What does that actually unlock for us? Well, it marks a really fundamental shift for AI. It's the jump from being just a clever conversationalist to becoming a powerful, practical operator that actually gets stuff done. I mean, the difference is just dramatic. In the old way, every new tool meant a huge amount of developer effort, which gave us AIs with pretty limited, brittle capabilities. Mostly just good for a chat. With MCP, that effort just plummets. The capabilities become dynamic and expansive, and that transforms the AI into a true practical operator, something that can actually take action. Let's just peek under the hood for a second. It all starts with the MCP host. That's your main AI app. Then, for each tool, like say GitHub, there's an MCP server that acts like a smart adapter. But the real magic is the MCP client inside the host. Using the shared rules of the MCP protocol, that client can talk to any server without needing to know anything specific about it. The host only needs to speak one language, MCP. And the real power of this whole system is that it enables these multi-step workflows. An AI can now chain tools together. It can, say, pull a file from GitHub, send it over to an analysis tool, and then save the results to a local drive. And this all happens seamlessly, with absolutely zero custom code needed to connect those specific tools for that one task. It's a game changer. Now, this really elegant architecture, it's not just some theory on a whiteboard. It's already being used by some major players, which proves this is way more than just a protocol. It's a movement toward a much more capable future for AI. I mean, look at this list. It's already pretty impressive. You've got heavy hitters like Microsoft Copilot Studio, Replit, and Block all on board, using MCP to streamline how their AIs connect to the world. This kind of early momentum shows that it's quickly becoming a real industry standard. And this brings us right back to where we started. The journey of AI is literally mirroring the journey of our electronics. We're finally moving away from the chaos of separate custom APIs and heading towards a clean, universal connection with MCP. Builders can finally stop worrying about the plumbing and just start focusing on creating value. And this is why this all matters so much. We are right on the edge of an era where AI agents stop being simple chatbots and start becoming true assistants that can take real, meaningful action in our digital and even our physical worlds. Just think about that for a second. One simple standard, USB-C, unlocked this massive wave of innovation just by making connections effortless. MCP is positioned to do the exact same thing for AI. It's the key to making our agents not just universally connectable, but universally capable, which, of course, leaves us with a pretty fascinating question to think about. Once that friction of connection is totally gone, once any AI can plug into any tool, any service, any piece of data, instantly, what are we going to build next? The possibilities, they're truly staggering.